people like Jordan are making such a big deal out of this.
So
It must be affecting them on a personal level.
Dude, his response, Jordan Peterson, you guys are gonna see it. His response to this is so far beyond reasonable. He's like all the way in another solar system in terms of gauging his response. And the best part is that like Elliot Page hasn't even doesn't even say anything to him, doesn't say about him. There's literally never been. He's upset. He's upset with Elliot Page.
Betrayed.
So let's watch the Jordan Peterson. This is really amazing.
Seconds remaining.
And I feel so justified in erasing the Jordan clip when I did. And this was before he really went fucking nuts.
Sudden death.
So I feel like, you know, redeemed in a way that I erased those fucking episodes now.
I guess it does kind of go counter. Like I said earlier, that just almost goes in attack. In this case, it actually is an arm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
It's not universal.
Round
to make that
over.
clear,
Yeah.
But it does seem like the vast majority of it is without transfer.
Right. That's a good point. I agree.
Griff ball.
Sex.
What'd you say, Olivia?
Oh, I couldn't see it while I typed it. Just like you called COVID before
Oh,
Rumble.
thank you.
You called Jordan.
Thank you. I see this. People need to understand that about me. I see this. People don't give me credit for seeing the things I do. But you do, Olivia, and I love that about you.
Thank you. Thank you. I do. I do.
All right, so let's talk, because this shit is nuts. You guys are going to love this if you haven't seen it. So Jordan Peterson, he got suspended on Twitter for the horrible tweet that he made. And where's that original tweet, just to give context? It was so vile. It was so messed up. It was like one of the meanest, most hateful tweets I've seen a public figure actually tweet out. And we did a whole segment about it, but let me just read it to you guys to refresh the memory.
You're muted, Dan.
50 fucking memberships. 50. That is
Oh, thank you, Jordan.
muted. I just
Also, we got 50 from Granny's Meat Curtains,
Yeah.
everybody.
Damn.
Granny's Meat Curtains, thank you.
Her
Appreciate
genital
that.
region was
All right,
exposed.
who's got that? Who's got
dimly.
that tweet?
I'm just gonna pretend like that was Jordan that did that. I'm just gonna. That's
Thank
the real
you, bro.
Jordan that just.
And glorious 120p. So he said it was a picture of. Remember when Pride was a sin? And Ellen Page, which I guess that's like dead naming. It's like using his old name just to be
Name assigned at
offensive.
birth.
It's like just to be offensive.
Yeah, for real.
Like
Yeah,
he changed his
literally.
name. He changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
When someone legally changed their name, you don't call them by their old name. I mean, he's just being a dick. But then the craziest thing for me was he goes, and Ellen Page just had her breast removed by a criminal
Betrayal.
physician.
Bomb taken.
And you know, Elliot is like in his 30s, fully developed, successful, accomplished person. And even him making a decision for his own health is unacceptable to Jordan. 35 he is. I find that so interesting because the dialogue's always about like kids. What are we doing to the kids? It's a 35-year-old man who made a decision about himself, and Jordan's not down with that. I mean, what the fuck?
Somebody you forget that?
Yeah, where's that? That was so good. There was a great meme of a doctor saying, I consent, Elliot saying, I consent, and then Jordan.
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, there's somebody who forgot to ask. Yeah, it was really good.
Bomb taken.
So, anyway, he got suspended for that, but it wasn't a real suspension. They just said, erase the tweet and we'll restore your account. So in response, instead of erasing it and getting his account back, he put out a 14-minute video in which he breaks down every single word of that tweet. He says, oh, I would rather die than erase the tweet.
Bomb
How about that,
detonated.
huh?
Round over.
Nope.
Up yours.
Peterson last claimed he would quit Twitter after
Griff
getting
ball.
upset. Yeah, then he couldn't jerk off to the overweight Sports Illustrated model, and he said he was gonna quit Twitter after that. Now he's saying he'll die for Twitter.
Right.
Bomb
I die for this
taken.
shit. I find it endlessly interesting how important Twitter is to keep like fucking free.
Betrayal.
Here we go, guys. Get ready.
Hello, everyone.
Let me guess. Oh, it's on his suit. Look at this motherfucker. Put on his suit. This is the most important moment of his life. Because Twitter said, delete. Look at this fucking guy. What's scary is it has 200,000 likes, guys, and 3 million views. People really like this. Wait, no. This is fucked up. It's so fucked up that people agree with him and think that this is interesting. This guy is the Titan. He's the great thinker on the right.
Killjoy. Bomb drop.
A few days ago, I penned an irritated tweet in response to one of the latest happenings.
That's putting it mild. Irritated. It was far down. Inhuman.
Detonated.
Fucking
Round
completely
over.
unhinged
Yeah.
read
Exactly.
totally unprompted.
Somebody needs to line up that doctor and kill them by death
Griffball.
squad.
On the increasingly heated culture war front in response to the decision of an actor named Ellen Elliott.
kill.
Hey,
Nice shit, bro. Oh, an actor, an actress, Elliot,
Detonated.
Ellen. Ah,
Game
it's so hard to
over.
keep track. By the way, like he was so upset about the removal of the breasts, and it's a criminal act. It's like, do you know about breast reduction surgery?
Well, as many people have pointed out, let me see if I can find the pictures because you're gonna love this, Mr. Hairline.
It's actually a
King.
thing.
Did you see that he very clearly got hairline surgery?
Hold up. I didn't know Jordan was that vain, loser. How dare you interfere with God's will for you to be bald?
fuck you.
They're
it's
saying
literally
gender
it's gender affirming surgery. That's what it is. Here, check it out.
Sex.
Bro, you were bald as fuck. What's up, player?
Very clear.
Why are you?
Here's another photo of him back in the day.
Oh my God! Look at him, dude. He looks fucked up.
It's just a.
How'd this guy
He
get
looks
famous?
much better now, and he probably feels a lot more confident and better about himself, and and more masculine. It's almost like
It works.
it works.
Isn't vanity a sin?
Oh, got him.
Griffball.
Good point, AB.
Thank you.
This video is crazy. I can't believe he actually did a 15-minute video about. This shit is nuts, you guys.
First strike. Bomb.
I am employing this awkward
Double
and
kill.
impossible naming style because it is
It's not impossible.
You know what's cool?
What?
You could just not talk about him. Like that is something you could do.
Not required.
This man has a PhD in psychology, and he says it's impossible. It's beyond human means to keep track of two names. I can't do it. It's impossible.
insane,
It's insane.
Bomb taken.
now apparently mandatory, and probably doing it wrong.
It's not mandatory, bro. Are you going to jail? Are you fucking? Are you being locked up? No, it's not mandatory. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You just a bitch.
Bomb
That's what people are
dropped.
saying.
Mandatory. Nonetheless, as you're doing it wrong is the whole point of what is being made mandatory. But also, I'm trying to make a point.
I love that this is
Betrayed.
like a 3-point stop. This is his address to the union, bro. This is insane. This is
Bomb
intense, okay.
taken.
It's just Twitter, dude. It's just Twitter. They just gotta erase the tweet, man.
Bomb.
I've essentially
armed.
been banned from
Bomb
Twitter.
Detonated.
As a consequence.
Round over.
I say banned, although technically I have been suspended. But the suspension will
Griffball.
not be lifted unless I delete the hateful tweet in question.
Bridge, stop. It was hateful. Even if you think you're right, you're angry. You're hateful, bro.
Bomb taken.
You're a hateful little bitch ass fucking laser dork. You seen that old picture, you dork? pencil-headed fuck.
I just want to point out,
Bomb
Hassan made a good point in
detonated.
comparison. He was banned for a
Round
week
over.
for saying cracker, and he didn't cry about it.
Right. He didn't make a 3-shot
Yeah.
dramatic. This is where we make
Griffball.
our stand.
Cracker.
Here and no further. I will not erase the tweet. I will die
No.
at the
no,
foot of Twitter headquarters.
No. Mandatory. And I would rather die than do that.
He would have rather. This is so good. This man was willing to quit. He said he's quitting Twitter last week, and now he's dying for Twitter.
It's pretty serious.
I'm dying.
And hopefully it will not come to that, although who the hell knows in these increasingly strange days.
Yes.
What was it that I said that caused such a fuss? And that fuss is just beginning. And even more importantly and complexly, what exactly was it that I said that resulted in the ban? Here's the tweet in question. Remember when pride was a sin? And Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician. Then a link to a story that detailed out the happenings. The response from Twitter, quote, violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. By clicking delete, you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules.
Yep.
Delete. If you think we've made a mistake, submit an appeal to us. Please note that should you do so,
Dude, it's just Twitter, bro. You made a 3-cam stop, bitching and crying about a tweet, dude. You loser. Have some dignity, man.
your
Geez.
account
1
will
minute
remain
remaining.
locked while we review your appeal. Let's take this apart. First, it is clearly the case that I did not promote violence against or threaten anyone
No, and it said harass, too. Ignoring that it said harass.
with my missive. So that leaves the arguably lesser sin of harass.
Okay, he knows that.
30
Let's
seconds
assume,
remaining.
since I wasn't informed, that that was the crime. And further, harassment on the basis of so-called gender identity. Since Twitter did not do me the favor of actually specifying my crime, and there are many possibilities on that front, we unfortunately have to guess at why this is a crime.
I've said so many
That's
offensive
actually-
things. I
Seconds remaining.
don't even know what I was banned for.
And because Twitter didn't send me a letter and come to my sit down with me and explain
Sudden
why my
death.
tweets were hurtful and mean, like I'm a 12-year-old, then I don't understand.
What is this?
I will fucking die for that tweet, bucko.
Big problem in and of itself, and also indicative of the utter carelessness of the Twitter organization with regard to the propriety of its own censorial actions. I should at least know exactly what I did wrong.
Shut up, dude. What are you,
Round
fucking
over.
12? Shut up. Shut up. Sit down. Go to your room, Jordan. You fucking pathetic weasel.
And clean it.
You're
for God's
go
sake.
and clean your room. You're
Griff
grounded.
ball.
I can't believe this guy actually takes himself seriously, man. It's crazy.
If I am required to acknowledge that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches?
What rules, you sons of bitches? I'll fucking die for this shit.
Oh, God.
Dude, it's Twitter. Chill. Anyway, that you got that sound drop right there.
What I did wrong.
Zach didn't.
If I am required to acknowledge that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches?
I love that.
He does that, but he got 50 sound.
Okay,
bites.
good. Because you know it's just like some random Twitter rules enforcer who's like, oh yeah, this is violating the rules. What rules, you sons of bitches?
What rules? You know exactly.
It said harassing, undebased gender. Ah, just erase the tweet and move on.
Exactly. Precisely. Because such things matter when the accusations start flying. So what did I say that might constitute harassment? Well, many things, hypothetically.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
good. We're cool. We can shut
breakthrough.
it down.
What rules? Let's begin with bitches.
Yeah, thank you. Love that.
Remember when pride was a sin? Although that is merely a factual statement, because under the old rules, applicable even a decade ago, pride was a sin and had been recognized as perhaps the cardinal sin for thousands of years previously.
This is like the most intentionally obtuse point ever. Like, remember when pride was a sin? You're talking about gay pride. People being proud of who they are instead of being ashamed and embarrassed who they are. The same kind of pride you
1
might
minute
have
remaining.
in your child who got good grades. We're not talking about sinful pride. We're not talking about, the proverbial sin of pride, which is like hubris. Which
Hubris.
is like
That's exactly what I'm
over love for yourself, overconfidence for yourself, not listening to others. There's a sin of pride, which I think if anyone's committing, it might be you. How can you conflate those? You're a doctor. Stop acting
30
so
seconds remaining.
obtuse. You fucking know the difference between the sin, pride, hubris, and being proud of something. I mean, how fucking dumb, bro? You really think the people that watch this thing is dumb? Shut the fuck up. Pride, gay pride. What the fuck?
10 seconds remaining.
Can I throw in another point?
Please.
His audio is so I heard it like flipping.
Audio.
3 different
Oh,
Suck you dick.
Audio.
Fuck you, Jordan. Fuck your audio.
That's an important.
That's the cardinal sin right there.
That is when you're recording a video.
Flipping.
I mean, you got three cameras set up, and you're gonna have shit audio.
Bruh.
Good point.
Bruh.
Pride is. Remember when pride was a sin? It still's a sin, you dumbass. You're
What
doing it right
rules,
now.
you sons of bitches?
You're sinning right now. You bitch. Fucking ass. Apple cider drinking. Fucking stroke
You
having.
sons of bitches.
I liked Jordan better when he was addicted to benzos. I'll just say that.
Bitches. Bitches.
Griff ball.
I don't like sober Jordan. It's not fun.
I agree.
It still might be regarded as unacceptable to the woke authoritarian moralists who now insist, for example, that we celebrate Pride Month, not our day.
Are you doing shtick? It's a whole month.
Detonate.
Who needs a whole month?
Over.
Pride Month.
Don't even get me started on Black History Month. Who needs a month? Where's my White Pride Month?
Month.
He's doing like a stand-up routine now. A month? One day, maybe. A month? That's a sin! Too much pride!
Pride Month, not hour or day or week.
Hour? Is that what he wants? Pride hour? That's all he wants for them?
Yeah, well,
Pride hour, guys. That's all. Listen. You guys get 1 hour.
he wants a pride purge. You have one day a year. Get it out of your system.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, ready? Okay, go! You get 1 hour. And then you're all being rounded up after that.
It's the
No more pride after 1 hour. You get 1 hour, Bucko?
1 hour.
Enjoy it while it lasts, you fucking sinner.
It'll be called the no homo hour.
No homo.
It's for 1 hour. It's not gay.
For this 1 hour where pride is no longer a sin, I'm going to tell my daughter I love her and that I'm proud of all the work she's done, because otherwise it's a sin.
Pride,
What an idiot.
but month, and to have literally called it Pride Month instead of LGBT plus month or whatever else alphabet
Dude,
acronym.
you think you're really making a point? This is like I'm 14 and this is deep level of thinking. It's nuts. This guy is a celebrated thinker.
Which is currently insisted upon as the only acceptable enlightened terminology. I don't regard pride as a virtue. It has been classically
I